I'm Jenna or Jenna Cat, and welcome to my fall pottery vlog. First, I need to make sure I am taking care of my body. I have some chronic elbow and wrist pain, so I must brace up as best I can before I start working. Now, if you are my friend Lexi, you need to stop watching immediately until after Christmas, because I will be working on your Christmas present during this vlog. Okay, hopefully she's gone now. This is going to be a D&D themed mug for my friend who is our dungeon master for our D&D campaigns. I'm frowning here because the rim of this piece got a little smushed, but I was able to smooth it back into place well enough.
Underglaze this, then scratch out the design. And then this, I think, will just regular glaze. Do I want to add anything else to this?
As I've mentioned in a previous vlog, I like to pull out all my pieces at the start of a session to take stock of what I have in progress and plan how I will spend my time while in the studio. I have gotten better at estimating my time, so I no longer overcommit myself to doing too many things in one 3-hour session. So yay for that. Although this day I did spend 6 hours in the studio, which was incredible. I wish I could dedicate more time like this to ceramics. When I slip and score, I like to score and slip the addition I am attaching first, briefly put it on my mug so it leaves a little bit of slip behind, and then I know exactly where to score on the mug itself, especially when I'm attaching interesting shapes. I get very intense about making sure all my smoothing lines are perfect and go in the same direction, even though they are hardly noticeable once you put the glaze on. But this step always takes me incredibly long, but it is also extremely soothing. I also had the whole studio to myself this day for 2 full hours, and it was beautiful. I played my music out loud and got into a great creative zone. I apologize in advance that you will have to wait for a future vlog to see this glazed. I thought I would finish it before posting, but unfortunately I was unable to finish glazing during my last studio session. how to tap to center. I still don't think I get it, but our studio manager taught at one of our classes and made us practice tapping to center with empty yogurt containers. I got really good at centering yogurt containers, but I don't think that skill has translated to clay just yet. Also, in my last vlog, I said trimming was my least favorite part of the process because I was really bad at it. Well, I've gotten a lot better. I'm still nowhere near perfect and still have my issues, but I am able to trim without destroying my pieces, which is a huge win. I mentioned my elbow pain earlier, and I want to talk more about how challenging pottery has been on my body. Now, I don't say this to complain or sound ungrateful, but when I've mentioned my ailments in previous vlogs, it has helped people with similar struggles feel seen and understood. So, I don't know if I officially have a chronic illness, as I'm still getting that diagnosed, but for the past several years, I have witnessed my body gradually become more and more fatigued, until the idea of just getting out of bed each morning made me feel nauseous because I was so exhausted. My naturopath, bless her heart, ran the right test to find that I have significantly low cortisol levels.
I don't know why, but I guess it's got something to do with you. I don't know why, but I guess it's...
And we have been working on treating that until I can see an endocrinologist. And while my energy has been restored significantly, I still experience overall body and muscle aches most days of the week. Part of that is related to my cubital tunnel, which is the nerve damage in my elbow, which in turn causes pain to radiate down to my wrist and thumb. And yes, I'm sure you can imagine how painful it is to center clay when your wrist is in immense pain. The other part of my pain is related to my sciatica, which affects my low back and leg, and yes, that also becomes extremely painful when sitting for long periods of time, as you do when at a pottery wheel. And then the rest of my pain is related to whatever the heck is going on with the muscles in my body. When I go to throw, I am in immense pain, and it sucks, it really does, and it is likely related to my low cortisol levels, as that is known to create overall muscle and body aches. I'm taking a whole host of supplements as well as a steroid to help combat the issues my body is facing, but it isn't a complete fix. Fingers crossed, my endocrinology appointment in January. Yes, January. And yes, I did make that appointment in freaking August. But I digress. Hopefully that appointment is enlightening. I am compressing the base with a wood rib, which is a new technique I learned from my current pottery instructor. It also helps to make sure I've got a nice 90-degree angle from the base of my mug to the wall, to the window, to the wall. I've been working with the studio manager on my throwing form as well. She pointed out that I hunch my shoulders up to my ears and tense my jaw too much. All things I do very often when I am concentrating very hard. So I was not surprised to learn this. Here you will see me prepping my body to throw. I take several deep centering breaths, intentionally drop my shoulders, unclench my jaw, and get into the moment. I also take several moments to get my finger placement just right for what works for me and make sure my piece is well lubricated. And yes, I do throw with a lot of water, and that is simply because I am still a beginner and learning the way of clay. I kept messing up the rim of this piece for some reason, but you will see later on how I end up fixing it. A quick tip, a slip of paper on the rim of your piece helps it keep its form when you take it off the bat. This bowl, I honestly completely forgot about until I was editing my last vlog and thought, wait a second, where did that bowl go? Because I never glazed it. Thankfully, it was still on the to be glazed shelf in the studio, and I have finally glazed it. Hi, Talia. That's a good girl. I used translucent blue on the inside, then painted a few swatches of that color on the outside before coating it in speckled white. I hope to experiment more with this combo in the future. And here is my Halloween mug. I had hoped to make more of these during October, but realized I needed to get started on Christmas presents, so I will have to make more Halloween mugs maybe in January. I used black underglaze on the bats and the handle before it was bisked, then glazed the inside with Temuku, which is a mostly black glaze, glazed the outside with lavender mist, one of my favorites if you've watched my other vlogs, and finally coated the bats with clear glaze to give them a nice shine. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider giving a like and subscribe. And until the next video, I hope y'all have a lovely, lovely day.